And we're back with Ragingballistaee submission. This is called Amidst the Firestorm. It was also sent to me as, it said it was part of an Overmind campaign. I don't know what that means. Immediate expanding of the nearby expansions will provide much-needed resources to create a strong defensive force. All right. All right, we'll see what that's about. You haven't answered my question about possibly revealing the map before playing it so the player sees where the enemy production is. I don't really necessarily see that as an issue. Again, I think it was really just the AI's ability to rebuild very powerful spellcasters and cast spells indiscriminately, especially ones that disallowed the player from using any of their specialized units. But, I mean, that's like built-in AI for StarCraft 1. So unless that's being modified fundamentally, that's just how it acts. So you have to be very careful with how you place enemy spellcasters. And I've had this problem with StarCraft 2 as well. Like, when I played the Enslavers remake, like years ago, they had like 4 or 5 High Templar pre-placed in an enemy base, not realizing that the way the AI can control those units absolutely decimates your armies. Just a thought. Same with Ghosts in Lockdown. Immediately expanding. Yeah, we already read that. Let's start. The Protoss are heavily entrenched around the periphery of my predecessor's corpse. But they're... What are they fighting? Are they... Yet they fight amongst themselves. I was going to say, I think they're killing each other. This will be advantageous for me. If they fight between each other, my forces can extract the corpse mostly unhindered. Though I must be careful. My forces should avoid conflict until I amass a substantial defensive force. Defensive force or offensive force? So we need to consume the old Overmind? What's... Whoa, oh, alright. Okay. Bottom up. I know what the Hydralisk is. Long-range siege unit, the Scorchlisk. Sunken Colony, Spore Colony. The creep surrounding the first Overmind's corpse will slowly absorb its essence, though not fast enough. Send drones to the beacon next to the corpse, and to the beacons next to the nearby tendrils. Each drone can provide 0.3 biomass every 3 seconds. You can order the drones to stop gathering at any time. The drones are vulnerable. Workers can still gather the Vespene from depleted geysers. The amount gathered from Vespene... gathered Vespene from depleted Vespene geysers is 75% less than from a non-depleted geyser. Note that you must reorder your workers to gather Vespene once it becomes depleted. Well, that's unfortunate, but we will persevere. All right, that's acceptable. Okay, well, I was told to, like, get set up and take expansions and stuff early, so let's do that. Dude, we have so much money. I see the beacons down there. Again, I was warned to try to take bases as early as possible, so let's do that. And it said we need a strong defensive force. The map, just at first glance... oh, wait, no, we can fit. Okay. Appears very messy. Like, why is this revealed to us, I wonder? I understand we're being revealed here because the Protoss are killing each other. Aura tribe? Furnax tribe. Ah, these are like the OG Protoss factions. Probably want to move down in this direction first. Lots of shield batteries, though. Broodlings. Creep generator. So it's like we're playing old, like, Brood War style Zerg, it seems like. Wait. It's like the build space is very small. There we go. Excuse me. I guess let's kind of cluster up our forces and see what we have access to. So I could technically get a drone right here to start gathering from this location, and then we're just going to need to set up lots of defenses. 4,000 biomass. So technically I could just sit here. What? Excuse me? Okay. Like, if we waited long enough and didn't die, I suspect the not dying part is the challenge, if I had to guess. Wait, where did that even come? Oh, there's a path. Like, we're right at the bottom of a ramp here. That's really unfortunate. All right, just keep making drones then. We're going to get set up. One, two... There we go. 4. Okay. Very interesting layout for the base. Probably want to get some lurkers and just get some extra units set up ASAP. And then we might as well be gathering where possible. Or not? Wait. I don't understand. Why did the beacon go away in certain... Oh, no. See, that one's gathering. Can I do multiple drones at each location? I think so. Also, I swear I rallied here, but I guess not. There we go. Let's just make some hydralisks so that we don't get murdered. We don't have access to much advanced stuff, which is a blessing. I think that's a bit of a blessing. Updating battlefield situation. Oh, they know we're here now, boys.
Our drones are under attack.
I was correct. We want to try to maybe get some creep colonies up here to spread the creep, because this is a problem. Okay, the shield batteries appear to not be automatically doing anything. Zerg on Ire. High Executor Artanis will not be pleased with this. Come, brothers, exterminate these pests before they grow out of control. Oh, this is bad. We heed the call of our allies. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, no. I think I screwed this up already. Zerg must destroy, immediately burn. Sure. There are several nidus nests with dormant eggs nearby.
Mineral field depleted.
Invaluable in adapting for the swarm at some point. Alright. The layout of this stuff is really strange. Like, it's kind of hard to get a grasp on what's going on here.
Spawn more overlords.
Okay, seems like down here is the main. Interesting. Well, you know what? I think maybe we even get a hatchery right here then. Interesting how it seemed like they moved in to support each other.
Mineral field depleted.
It said lots of defense, but frankly, I don't know where... I frankly don't even know where I should be focusing defense in. It says Scoria? Is that a building I can make? Mutation chamber? Also, the Archon is stuck on talking, I guess. There's Scoria.
Mineral field depleted.
I guess we're destined to watch this. Oh, God. Okay, well, we're destined to have him talk at us for literally ever. So it's interesting, but certainly messy. That's undeniable.
Mineral field depleted.
So purple's gonna be up here forever. Let's get a lurker den. Can I get a lurker den? It said that I could make lurkers, didn't it? Do I have to build a separate lurker den? No advanced structures. What weren't there? It said Hydras could morph into lurkers, but I'm guessing that they actually can't in this specific circumstance. So we just want to spread creep as much as possible, I think. Right, and then we have to tell them to... Whoa, God, what is going on with these probes? What?
The hive forces are under attack.
Yeah, so no lurkers. Again, we're just going to keep making Hydras and adding these to our hatchery groups. And we got, you know, more than enough resources down here, it seems like.
Is under attack.
Again, this is the incredibly messy terrain where, like, that doesn't look like it's an entrance at all. That needs to be, I think, changed.
Mineral field depleted.
Also, Archon Lord is never leaving us.
Our forces.
Okay, so they're converging on us. We're probably gonna have to restart here. Oh my God.
The hive cluster is under attack. Our forces.
Because we spent a little too much time messing around with purple.
Our forces are under attack. Mineral field depleted.
You start with a lot of money. We probably could have gotten more Hydras out earlier. I mean, Hydras are kind of our only option here. We could try those Scoria things.
The hive cluster.
Scorchalisks.
Forces.
And then what are these? Upgrades. Oh, so we can upgrade our defensive structures. You can mutate into fungal colonies. That sounds intriguing to me as well.
Our forces are under attack.
I'd also like to get down here and see what this is. It seems like I can't really tell how we get down there.
The hive cluster.
I'm going to restart, I guess. Again, it's incredibly difficult to figure out what path leads where. And it's very, like, the whole idea of, like, hey, you need strong defenses, but I can't tell where any units could possibly come from. And it's unskippable cutscenes. Great. Wait, nope, they're skippable. Okay. Bless. Okay. Maybe just put overlords up there so that I don't have to unburrow units in order to make structures. Would be nice. And I guess what we want to do is try to spread creep out past our base so that we actually have some open fields where I can interpret how the heck this layout is. If we can figure out what the layout is supposed to be, things will be a lot simpler to interpret what, you know, like, again, I can't even tell where there's creep right here. Okay, so I'm not really worried about getting folks on the beacons until later. Okay, that's 4 hatcheries. That may not be enough to realistically. Also, there's not enough visual distinction between creep colonies and what they can morph into. So I can't tell, like, when I'm just kind of moving around the map, I can't tell which have been morphed into something and which haven't. So over here was like a pretty crazy attack, right? This mostly needs to be sunken colonies, I'd say.
Spawn more overlords.
And then it said I could make fungal colonies, but that didn't actually appear to be... Creep colonies into fungal colonies actually didn't look like something I could do. That's going to be spore colony. I don't know what's going on here. I think this is saying you can only have 45 total drones gathering, which is, you know, that's perfectly fine. Jam sensors. Reduces attack range by 3 for 3 seconds to all enemy units around the Overlord. That's... Oh, and it stacks. Huh. That's actually very interesting. Right, so we want to push the creep colonies out in this direction. Also, we don't want to move out because it seems like when they know that you're here, they get incredibly mad. they see, it's like they stop fighting each other. I don't know. I also think I think they came from this direction. So let's just drone up as much as possible. Like that probe should have been reporting in, I guess. But all right. Don't really need gas right now, but
Mutation.
don't antagonize them early. Yeah, indeed. That's what I'm going for here.
Our forces are
Oh no, they're still here. That's fun. Also, the Protoss get their like super-powered Legacy of the Void units, and what do I get? Fucking nothing. Actually nothing. Nothing of value. Again, we just need to spread creep around and maybe get some vision on what's going on around these areas. So just keep making drones forever. And again, I was very intrigued by the fungal colonies, but it seems like those aren't actually allowed. Or enabled in this mission, at least. Yeah, Spinny Zealots shouldn't be that bad, but they, you know, they certainly have the potential if they run into your mineral lines, so we need to get some extra defenses up here. And we don't have lurkers. All I'm gonna do is just keep leveling these up. Fine, just cancel that. They didn't... Again, we're stuck at the bottom of the ramp, so that's unfortunate, but we gotta do what we gotta do.
mineral field depleted.
Okay, let's maybe start harvesting some.
Complete.
Make some hydras. And I think maybe we want to push...
Under attack.
Okay, so now they're upset already. I mean, I can't... What am I supposed to do about this? They're just sort of up there.
The hive cluster is under attack. Mineral field. Spawn more over.
I had more than this amount of supply last time, and they were still able to kill us.
Mineral field depleted.
So it's not very fun that they can just sit up there. So again, it's just the terraining is just confusing, and I'm gonna guess that it wasn't intended to be this way. Hello. One genome expansion. I don't know what that is. That sounds good. We know that we need a butt ton of defense. I think it was here. Overlords? Did I don't think I ever... No, I did get a lair. Overlords are still slow, but that's okay.
We require more minerals.
It does seem like the colony upgrades are quite good. Like, quite strong. So we need to focus on those for now. It's a little unnerving watching that. We know that there's tons of resources down there, but we need to survive that giant... We need to survive that giant onslaught.
Mineral field. Our drones are under attack.
Okay, let's throw these guys here and just get sunken colonies here.
Our drones are under attack.
I mean, a lot of Phoenix come from that direction. Okay, so again, I can't set up defense up here because it's high ground.
Our forces are under attack. Mineral field depleted.
I'm not sure if I'm supposed to try to be aggressive early. Like, it seemed like the game was encouraging me to not be aggressive early. So I get in kind of mixed messages on how I should play this. Gotta send you guys back into the geysers. I'd like to, again, take the bottom first. I'm not sure if taking this would actually net us anything. Again, long-term goals, so I'm not too concerned about doing that immediately. Let's just focus on getting more units and maxing out. I think this just needs to be saturated more.
Our drones are under attack.
Again, there's really nothing I can do about this base right here. We mined it out pretty effectively before Purple started being assholes about it. They have little shields, I notice.
We require more minerals. We require more minerals.
I've mined out most of my bases here.
Mutation. Our forces are under attack.
Is this the large... okay, well. Super tight, cramped areas, adding spellcasters to attack groups. It's, you know. Alright, well, we're harvesting.
Mineral field depleted.
Let me check my upgrades. They should still be going. Yep, they're still going. Ground carapace on hydras. I guess we should try those scorias. Again, going to the bottom left makes the most sense, but I get the impression we're not actually supposed to go there. I don't know. It's very challenging for me to tell, like, what is a safe area and what is not. Probably the areas around the bonuses I would consider safe. I think the revealed areas are supposed to show the Protoss fighting each other, but, like, this doesn't really... yeah, the revealers don't really show the actual areas where they're killing each other.
Our drones are under attack.
And they clearly sort of gave up killing each other at a certain point to come and kill me. I guess let's try these Scorchalisks, but I'm running out of cash. We need to get more drones in on these beacons.
Mineral field depleted. Our drones are under attack.
Okay, let's get up and kill these cannons. Stop! No! An attempt is being made. Believe you me, I'm not just trying to be super lazy or anything. It's just, this is incredibly messy to try to... Oh, God, okay, here we go.
Our forces, we require more minerals.
Oh, no, 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 no. I even set up a ton of static defense this time.
Lesbian guys are exhausted.
I mean, realistically, this time, yeah, they're gonna bear down on us, but I spent my money. I don't have access to much more money, but I've mined out a lot of stuff. Also, again, they get spinny boys, and I get
We require
normal hydralisks, so that's kind of a bummer. All right,
mutation. Our forces are under attack.
run, Overlord, run! Splash radius. They automatically do the barrage. That actually seems great. Again, it's just affording them.
Our forces are
That looks like it would be relatively okay to take.
We require more minerals.
My God.
Our forces are under attack.
I think the bonus objectives are just right out at this point, all right? We'd have to go and kill orange there if we want to try to harvest from these. This one seems okay. This one actually seems okay, too. Best second thing to do is just get drones in there and harvesting, and then just praying that we can somehow survive.
Complete.
on limited resources. I think it's possible if we focus on just focus on the harvesting.
Require more minerals.
Is there a reason that this one's not attacking, or?
Mineral field depleted.
Oh god. Okay. Well. The Scorchulisks aren't grabbed when I F2 either, which means I have to now look around for where they might be. We're 25% of the way there. It really picked up after I started putting more drones on the beacons, right? So this is definitely a doable strategy. We just have to kind of hang on here for dear life.
We require more minerals.
Also, I just realized our drones are 75. That's a bummer.
Depleted.
The AI is working on limited resources. All right. Well, again, it seems like red is the only one that's activated upon us. So you're saying there's a chance.
Mineral field depleted.
So if we can either run red out of money and not activate, I think it was Cyan that came against us really hard last time. If we can avoid those, we'll be in a great position.
Field depleted.
Let's just keep tossing drones. These guys, oh, it's because there's one kid. Oh, they rebuilt it. Those two were safe, actually.
Our forces are under attack.
Oh, okay. Well, there's that.
Our drones are
Hello? The beacons are really finicky, too. I think maybe you can only have one or two on that one. You're limited on how many you can harvest from each, but there's not an indication anywhere about what that limitation is. Look, there's no way we can win this. We can't win. There's no way I'm gonna beat this. But we can certainly play until the bitter end. Kill one of the Protoss, your life will be at ease. I mean, I'm sure. It's more, again, the inability to navigate the map. There's no readability to the base layout and, like, where any of the paths potentially lead. And also, we're surrounded by high ground cannons. I view that as a no-no, but c'est la vie.
We require more.
Maybe we can get enough resources out of this to build another group of Hydras to hang on until our 25 harvesting drones can finish this, accomplish something. Also, if you kill the high ground cannons, then they attempt to rebuild them.
Our forces are under attack.
Issues with the Scorchulisks have been fixed since the submission was sent. All right. Get some spore colonies back here, I guess. Spend my money on Hydralisks, and we hang on. Again, we have 25. Do we have 25, though?
Mineral field depleted.
I think, honestly, I think you... No, that doesn't work either.
The hive cluster is under attack.
Why can't I get this guy harvesting here anymore?
Our forces are under attack. The hive cluster is under attack.
Oh!
Our forces are under attack. Our forces
Yes, this is Ragingballistae's map.
The hive cluster is under
Is that purple? But I think we just need an overlord up there. If we could take this area, we'd be cooking with gas. And frankly, I think that's the right answer.
Mineral field depleted.
Those are going. That one's going. This one's going, but it wouldn't let me add anyone new to it. I have not played Invicta War. Oh, there it goes. Dude, if we could just add more drones. More drones to tendril harvesting. I don't know, it won't let me add more to this one, too. The beacons are a little finicky. Okay, we want an overlord here so that we can see up the ramp. Both ramps. And just spend our money on hydras, and we're just gonna, I guess, hang on for dear life? Can it be done? They said it could not be done. But he is trying to do it. I mean, the AI might run out of money, but keep in mind, purple has that giant, vast set of resources down there. If we could maybe kill this... Do I have a way up there easily? I don't think we have to go around and through this crap.
The hive cluster is under attack.
Admittedly, I'm incredibly hesitant. I'm just incredibly hesitant to try to push out anywhere because again, that first major attack that killed me was because apparently the enemies again, each one, like, it seems like Cyan now knows we're here, Red knows we're here, but like Blue technically has not activated on us. So I really don't want to leave my base to do anything when technically we could sit here and wait. Especially like this group, they're not being bothered. This group's going hard. You love to see it. So there is a small possibility we can actually win if we just... Well, number one, maybe these guys got to work. I'm not sure what this beacon is. It might have to do with the drone releases.
Our drones are under attack.
No, 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 no. Oh, okay, goodbye. You know, I could kill... As long as I kill that one cannon on the high ground, we could probably harvest from this one, too. Yes, depower them. You'll love to see it. Now, this is interesting. This actually hits me... This hits different. This is more like a StarCraft 1 submission, in my opinion, where, again, it's like sort of unmitigated chaos. This actually captures that feeling quite well. There we go. Get on there, buddies. He's done it. He's done it. 3150. Don't speak to me about the optional objectives. Do not.
The hive cluster is under attack.
I think we've got it. I think we can do this. Just keep making hydras with the leftover money from this base. We're just getting mined out here. 35 of 45. I'm not sure where else we could put more drones where it will allow me to shove them. It seems like this beacon won't let me put any more on there. That beacon doesn't do anything. This one was allowing me to have one, but it seems like has since broken. Purple's simple. Purple is just these sentry attacks, but if you push up here and try to take their base, they'll start sending immortals, which is much more difficult to handle. And by that I mean don't push up there, please.
Our forces are under attack.
Yeah, I know it's a... Yeah, okay, Dracon has already said what I was thinking about that. But yeah, it's just, again, the feeling of, like... Also the idea that there's a lot that's probably happening behind the scenes. The AI is probably very intensely triggered. And we're never really going to see or experience what the implications of that are. But I think there's a lot going on here that's super interesting, but we're not really ever seeing it. Or like we are, but like a very, very limited picture of it, if that makes sense. So in that way, it strikes me a bit more like some of the more advanced modded StarCraft 1 submissions that we got. Why is it green? Why does it have green shields? That was just an asshole move. I don't think I have access to any other beacons that would let me harvest. I think I'm maxed out on all my beacons right now. Again, this one seems like it breaks after, or maybe like if we put too many units on it, it like permanently busts its ability to... I have no idea. But there's something going on with some of the beacons. So this is part of like a really big project called Third Great War. And this is the first mission of the Zerg campaign, is my understanding. Dude, we're gonna win. They said it couldn't be done, and he has just done it. Unless every Protoss group attacks us right now. This looks like it could have been safe to take. Honestly, again, the more you branch out on this map, the crazier it would be. I think we're growing a new Overmind right now. All the biomass has been gathered to the last cell. I will depart from the world before their reinforcements arrive. And I didn't do the bonus, but I like the idea that there's some strategic level currency that you can collect throughout the campaign. Dude! A mission recap. So many of the StarCraft 2 campaign submissions have had recaps, and I love that. Additional expansions claimed by the other tribes. That doesn't seem right, but I'm not sure. We didn't defeat anybody. Tribe forces defeated. They killed each other. You'll love to see that. At least 5 drones gathered the Overmind's corpse 2 minutes. Oh, within 2 minutes, I'm going to guess. Didn't get any of the Nidus networks? I think some of these are just... They're just not calculated correctly, because we obviously lost a bunch that we're gathering. Interesting. You know, obviously the next mission's not going to do it for us, but... I think that this map, as I said, it had so much going on in the background that I think that like your typical player probably will never even understand or be aware of. So the question is, does it need to exist the way that it does? If there's all these systems that are interacting, like, are they even necessary if the outcome doesn't really impact the player directly in any way? Maybe. To be fair, I don't even know what was going on in the background. I was just basing my, based off of some of the stuff that Ragingballistaee said in the chat. I think this is really cool, and I'm intrigued. I think that the terraining needs to be maybe a little more fleshed out to, like, clarify pathways and such. I understand it's a little too gamey, and by that what I mean is what you're doing is you're making it... You're kind of drawing out of the direct experience of the player in the sense that, like, oh, the ramps are clearly defined, the entrance, like, it's not natural terrain is maybe what some people might say about that, but, like, it is a game, and there needs to be, like, readability is important, right? So you need to be able to balance those two, and this one goes really heavily into, again, what we consider natural terrain, but what that does is it makes the map very difficult to understand. But overall, I like the different systems. The Scorch Lisks seem pretty nice and actually really good, and I wish I would have built them earlier. Would have helped a lot against those really, like, big early attacks. So, like, I enjoyed this, but I think that there are relatively minor things that could be improved upon that would immensely improve the playability of the map. So again, I think the ultimate outcome here was that it was messy, but it was intriguing and, like, lots of potential. And when I say that, I'm not saying, like, oh, it's not good now, but could be good later. I'm saying it's good now, but it could be a lot better. Like, it wasn't like a hot mess, but it was just confusing. It was just confusing, I think.